Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to structure your LinkedIn paid campaigns. I'm gonna walk you through how LinkedIn advertising works, then we're gonna look at the structure of a campaign, and then I'm gonna walk you through the step-by-step process of setting up your first paid campaign. Let's get started. The LinkedIn Campaign Manager is the part of LinkedIn where you can manage your paid advertising campaigns. And for each ad account, you can have multiple campaign groups. Each campaign group contains multiple campaigns, and each campaign can include multiple ads. I'm gonna jump quickly to the Campaign Manager to show you what this looks like in practice. I'm now inside the Campaign Manager. As you can see, I have my account here at the top, and what you see now on the screen is the setup that I just showed before: campaign groups, campaigns, and ads. So the hierarchy goes from ad account to groups, campaigns, and ads. Next to this, we have a planning part where we build our audiences, an analyzing part where we can set up conversions, and an assets part where we can create lead gen forms or landing pages. I won't cover everything in this video, but I will walk you through the setup of one campaign. As you can see, I already have some campaign groups set up. Before I walk you through this setup, I'm going to explain why I chose to structure my campaign groups like this. As I mentioned before, for each ad account you can have multiple campaign groups. I prefer to map them to the funnel stages. So for example, one campaign group will be dedicated to awareness campaigns and another one to consideration or conversion campaigns. And within each group, we will have different campaigns that use different ad formats. With this approach, in the end, my setup will look like this. I'm going to have a campaign group for awareness or top of the funnel, another group for consideration, where I send people to the website because I want to get more traffic and to build a retargeting audience. Another campaign group for consideration where I'm looking to just build trust. So I'm going to redirect users to case studies, customer stories, press releases, and so on. And then another group for conversion campaigns, where the goal is to get signups, demo requests, downloads, and so on. As you can see within each of these groups, I have one example campaign with the corresponding ads. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like inside the Campaign Manager. As you can see, I have the same campaigns that I showed before already set up here: awareness, consideration for trust, consideration for website traffic, and conversions. And for the conversion campaigns, I have two different tracks: one for conversions that happen on LinkedIn via lead generation forms, and the other conversion happens on the website. So people who go to the website via LinkedIn ads. I will show you how to set up one of these campaigns, and then you can replicate the process for the others. Let's say that I want to build a campaign for sending people to the website, for generating traffic. I'm now inside the campaign group, website traffic, and I'm going to click on creating a new campaign. First, I need to name this campaign. For now, I will just name it consideration website traffic, although I do recommend following some naming conventions here, and I'm going to link under this video a document that you can use for standardizing the namings of your campaigns. As you can see, under the campaign name, we have the campaign objective, in this case website visits, and then we need to select an audience. You see that I can select from saved audiences, or I can scroll down and just build an audience from scratch. Before we continue with this, I'm going to quickly jump to the audience part to show you what it looks like. The audiences can be found under plan, and as you can see, I already have some audiences set up, but I'm going to show you how to build one from scratch. So if I go to create audience, you see that I have different options for building an audience. I can choose to upload a list, which I already did, for example, with this audience. These are people that have downloaded some templates via the website. But now I want to build an audience from scratch. So I don't want to retarget people who were on the website or who interacted with video ads or with image ads. I don't want to do that. Instead, I want to build an audience from scratch. So in that case, I'm going to go to saved and click create a new audience. This audience right now has 12 million people. That is way too much. That means that our targeting is not focused enough. So we're going to narrow down by selecting specific attributes. Let's start with the location. I want to target only people in the Netherlands. That's okay. And I'm going to choose to not use list uploads or retargeting audiences. Instead, I'm going to build this audience using specific attributes. I want to target only companies that are technology companies, let's say, and I want to narrow down further and only target marketing people. You see that now it says that this audience will only include people who belong to companies in this industry and who have this function. And the size of the audience has already decreased significantly. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. You can continue narrowing down using different attributes here like job experience, education, demographics, and so on. For example, you might want to target only seniors or managers direct, but it's up to you, and you can also choose to exclude people. Now my audience is almost ready. I can click through to see if I'm happy with what the audience looks like. In this case, I see that indeed I'm targeting people with the right interests. Location looks good. The functions look good. I could, for example, choose to exclude art and design. Let's do that. I want to exclude people who have the job function, art and design. And let's also exclude education and customer success. That looks good. Don't forget to click apply every time you want to save the settings that you made. Now, if we look at the companies we're going to target, you could go here and choose to exclude, for example, Oracle or Amazon or whatever you want to exclude, but for now, I'll just leave it as it is. And I'm going to save this audience. I'll just name it test audience. Now, if I go back to my campaign, you see that I see the test audience here, and I'm going to select that one. Now, my audience is too small. It should be at least 50K. So let's add business development, another job title. Of course, when you do it for a client or for your own company, you're not going to do it like this. You need to have better criteria, not just add random titles. But for now, it's good like this. I won't enable audience expansion. I don't need that. Now, add format, I will just leave it on single image. I want to send people to the website for traffic, so I don't want them to watch videos here or to scroll to carousels. And I will disable the audience network because this is usually just a waste of budget. Let's just give it a daily budget and set a start date and an end date. And once you select the start and end date, you see here that the total budget for this campaign will be 60. So your daily budget is 20 and it's not going to spend more than 60. Of course, this is not ideal for the campaign that I plan to run for this audience, but it is just for demo purposes. I will leave it on maximum delivery, although normally you want to have a limit for what you bid, for what you pay for every click. And you see that they recommend here a specific interval for this particular campaign. Now, in terms of conversion, I'm just sending people to the traffic and it's consideration purposes, so I don't want to track downloads. I'll just leave it as it is for now. And now I can go ahead and create a new ad or browse from existing ads. I will just do this only to show you what it looks like. You see that I have here 2 ads set up. I'm going to select one of them. And now the campaign is in draft mode. So I'm going to save and exit because I just want to show you what that ad actually looks like. Of course, it's not delivering. Campaign is in draft. I went here to add, and if you click this icon, you can preview your ad. Now, this, as I said, just sends people to the website. And let's just make it a bit more beautiful by adding an image as well. I will just select an image that I already have here. It doesn't really matter now, because I want to show you what the ad looks like. You see that now the ad is updated, so the campaign is ready to run. Now, if I wanted to build a lead generation campaign, so a conversion campaign, I would go here to lead gen forms. And I already have a form set up, but I'm going to show you how this works. So with this specific form, I want people to request a call. And after they fill in the form, I'm going to send them to the website to read more details, find out more about the company. This form collects leads directly on LinkedIn. So if people fill in the form and submit it, all the leads are collected directly here. Now, I use HubSpot as my CRM, so I want the leads to be collected in HubSpot and not just in LinkedIn. So I'm going to do a separate video where I show you how to connect HubSpot with LinkedIn, how to integrate the two tools so that all the leads that you generate via LinkedIn are stored directly, are sent directly to HubSpot. If I wanted, however, to set up a campaign for conversions that happen on the website, such as downloads, for example, I would go under Analyze, Conversion Tracking, and you see that I already have a conversion created, in this case, download successful. And what this does, it tracks conversions or leads that are coming from downloads. And I've set it up manually so that when this particular page loads, the download success page, which is basically a thank you page, LinkedIn registers this lead as a conversion that comes from LinkedIn. So when this page loads, the thank you page, the conversion is tracked, and I'm going to apply this conversion to all the campaigns that I have. And you see that this particular conversion is active on the website. So to summarize, if you want to set up a campaign, you first need to build the audience that you want to target with that campaign. And you can do that by uploading a list, retargeting people who've interacted with your website or your ads before, or you can build an audience from scratch like I showed you already. Then you can go to campaigns and build your actual campaign groups, campaigns, and ads. If you want to track conversions, you can do it directly on LinkedIn with lead gen forms, or you can do it with conversion tracking on your website. That's it for now. I hope this was useful and I'll see you in the next video.